Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for passing by Abbie's kitchen. I hope you guys are doing great and keeping safe. We are okay over here. Today we are going to be talking about how to prepare meat pie, a very delicious street delicacy and snack found everywhere in Nigeria. Yeah, it's very delicious. You will see it as we go along, and I know that you are going to try it for yourself. Yes. Yeah, today we are going to be needing minced meat or grounded meat. You can do it by yourself at home if you have a food processor. We are also going to be needing green pepper and the green and red Scotch bonnet pepper. We are going to need it if you like, depending on what you have. Stock cubes also we need curry powder as well to season our meat, and also we need dry thyme also to season the meat. So we also need onions. You can decide to use dried onions or fresh onions depending on what you have at home. I like using both. And today there is also vegetables. We are going to use carrots and the Irish potato. I'm using the medium sizes. You can see them here. And I have 2 carrots and the Irish potato too as well. And then salt to taste. You can't cook without salt. And then of course the all-purpose flour. And then you see the water is boiling already, and I'm putting my minced meat inside. I will stir it, and I'm going to be adding my seasoning and other vegetables into the pot. I usually add the hard vegetables first, like you can see already diced carrots, and I'm putting it there, and note the sizes of the diced cubes. And I'm putting onions. Sometimes I decide to fry my onion, but today I'm using my onions raw. I'm not frying it, and because you can decide to also fry it if you like, but I don't want too much oil in my meat pie, so I'm not going to fry it. These are my seasoning cubes, my salt, my curry powder, and the thyme. And then you add your diced Irish potato. You stir. And then you bring everything to boil. You can decide to use other vegetables of your choice. You can decide to use cabbage if you like, depending on what you have at home and what you like and what your kids like. You bring everything to boil, and you stir to make sure that the meat is very well cooked. And then you start to mix your flour. You can see the flour. I'm mixing it. You mix with the tip of your hands, tip of your fingers. You mix with the tip of your fingers, making sure that you incorporate the butter or the fat that you are using into the flour or flour. You incorporate the butter into the flour, and you make it well into your mixture. You make a well inside your bowl, and you use cold water to sprinkle it, and you mix with the tip of your finger. Ensure that you don't crush or compress your mixture, because meat pie is very sensitive. You have to just mix with the tip of your fingers. Don't over mix. Sprinkle with very cold water, because you don't want the butter to melt. So you remember, you mix with the tip of your fingers, and this is what you are going to have, a consistency just like this, like so, as you can see. And then you now knead it. You knead your dough to look like this. And then you can now decide to cover it and put in a refrigerator or in a cool place for about 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 1 hour as you like. Then you bring it out, and then you cut it into different sizes, just the way that is convenient for you to roll. And then you start to roll and cut out your pie pieces. Like I usually like to cut out all my pie pieces and put in a place before I start to do my filling. Today I'm using a meat pie cutter. And then you make sure that the excess pieces that you are cutting out, you don't compress them or crush them in your hands. You put them aside, and later when you are ready to roll them out, you don't crush them, you arrange them neatly, and then you cut out your meat pie pieces. Making sure that you flip your dough back and front to make sure that it is very smooth before cutting it out. You can see how I'm arranging the pieces to make sure that your meat pie pieces comes out very soft. Don't compress too much, just roll out. When you have finished cutting out all your pieces, you now start to do your filling. And now I'm about to start doing the filling of my pie pieces. And that's like so. You use the meat pie cutter also as a mold to mold out the shape of your meat pie. This meat pie cutter comes in different sizes, so you can decide to use it also for the small meat pie. This is the big size meat pie, and then you can decide to use the mold so also for the small meat pie. You can see you put 1 or 2 scoops of fillings into your meat pie pieces, and then you form the meat pie shape with the mold. And you can see you cut it out, and then you keep the excess which you are going to use later. You will see how I'm going to use the excess. You don't compress it, and then you cut it, and then you keep all of them aside. You can decide to keep all the cut pieces aside, and then you start to do your filling when you have finished cutting, or you can decide to keep filling as you are cutting. But today I decided to cut out all my meat pie pieces, and then I started filling it later. Just watch as I go on. You can see I'm cutting out the meat pie pieces for the small meat pies. I usually cut them and pile them up, and then I start to do the fillings. That's the method that is quicker for me. And you can see how I am arranging the pieces that was cut out. arrange it in such a way that you don't compress the dough, and then you cut out your meat pie pieces. These are the cut out pieces for the small meat pie. Kind of roll it to open it up. Again, not too hard, gently. And then you put the meat pie fillings at the middle of the pieces. You compress with your fingers. You kind of seal it up with your fingers, and then you use your fork to do the design. And then you can decide to put some designs on the surface also with the fork to let out the air during baking. And then when you are ready to bake, you glaze it with egg using a brush. You glaze it very well so that you can get that golden brown color that looks so attractive and inviting. That is it. You can see the golden brown color of the meat pie. You see the golden brown color, very beautiful and attractive. You can't stop eating it. Try it for yourself, guys. You will remember me. You see, it's so rich and moist. The filling is very moist, very satisfying, very crunchy meat pie. As you cut it, it breaks on by itself. Very crunchy, tasty meat pie. You can see the filling, very moist filling, inviting. Try it, guys. Thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for stopping by, and please don't forget to hit the notification button. Thank you so much, and please subscribe for those that have not done so. Like my video, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.